I'm back on a dash, ready to make some cash. Today is Sunday. It's 10:40 a.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Arby's. I'm going to be getting $13.11 for 6.1 miles. Let's go on in and get it. Alright, let's go. I got it. No problem with the pickup. It was ready to go. We're going to be going 11 minutes, 4.7 miles to a house. It's a leave at the door. Hello, please do not knock or ring doorbell. Thank you, and please drive safe. Smiley face. I started my day late today. It was supposed to start at 10 o'clock and I didn't get out the door, or I didn't actually turn on the app until 10:30. And I'm gonna turn it on at 10, and at around 9:50 I started getting incredibly hungry. Even though I had my oatmeal in the morning at about 7, by almost 10 o'clock I started craving food, so I had some egg whites and some salad greens with some Greek yogurt.
Are they puppies?
Well, my color's 15 months old, so I think he's probably...
It's a long hike to get back. to the car. Finally. Alright, so I had to wait for the order for about 5 minutes. Not too bad. We're going to be going 10 minutes, 3 miles. We're traveling to a house. I have a gate code. It's a leave at the door. I tried my best to get a parking spot close to the entrance to Rachel's Kitchen, and there was nothing available, so I had to park way in the back. I do notice that if I don't hit the button that says the order isn't ready when I'm driving in front of the restaurant, it marks me on my ratings as if I've arrived late for the pickup. So every time I'm driving by Rachel's Kitchen and before I turn to go park in the back, I have to slide up on the menu and just take a wild guess that the order isn't ready. And that's the only way to avoid getting a late mark against me on my ratings. If I didn't do that, almost every single time I go to Rachel's Kitchen, it would always be marked as a late arrival. I don't think the employee put a straw in the bag. I'm not feeling a straw. So I have a feeling my tip is going to get reduced. Normally, when I get an order from Rachel's Kitchen, they're so accurate that I don't think I've ever had a problem with a Rachel's Kitchen order. So this is going to be a first. So when I drop off the order and you see how much money I made for this drop off, you'll know whether or not they were upset about not getting a straw. Alright, Rachel's Kitchen. Let's hope this customer doesn't get too mad at me for being a dodo head. There's a new law that is in effect, and I don't quite understand how you're supposed to do this job with this new law. Apparently, even at a stoplight, you're not allowed to tap multiple times on your phone. And they said instead of using a tap, I should be using some type of voice control feature to accept orders, which I don't even understand how that would. I mean, I did try it and it was ridiculous, but half the time the phone didn't even hear me when I told it to decline an order. So I really don't understand how you're supposed to do this job and follow that law. Next one up is going to be from Uber Eats. We're going to go to Capriati's and then we're going to go to Panda Express. I'm going to be getting $13.52 for 5.6 miles. like it when the restaurants are right near each other. It makes it so much easier. I got a straw for this order, so there's that good news. First order that I'm dropping off is going to be the Capriati's order, and I'm going to put the straw in the bag so I don't have to worry about anything going wrong with that one. And then, since these are both hot food items, I'll put the Panda order at the bottom, and then I'll put the Capriati's order on top. So they're in the order I'm going to be delivering them. Traveling 6 minutes, 1.4 miles at the house, leave at the door, please leave at the door, and ring doorbell upon arrival. I was trying to think about the 3 things that are critical in my development as a hyper-independent person. And the first memory I have of becoming hyper-independent was the death of my grandfather at age, I think I was age 7.5, somewhere 7 and 8. And the pain of the emotional pain from him passing, and me being so angry at God that I was actually screaming at the sky, which I think was my first realization of being a living being that was created by something outside of myself. So I was having actually an existential crisis at just the early age of 7.5. And then I can remember at around 8.5, 9, somewhere in there, telling people about thoughts and explaining to people who didn't really understand because they were not as developed how I had an internal world of thoughts that they had no idea what they were. And they too were having the same experiences, but the external world could not recognize them. So whatever was happening internally, the external world would have no idea what those things were, whether those thoughts were positive or negative, or really who you were as a human being in the world, until you outwardly would express it. So these were very advanced concepts for a child. And then the third one that defined me as being a hyper-independent person was at the age of about 16, when I realized that I would someday have to survive on my own. And I did everything I could to figure out, as much as I could, all the many aspects I would need, the tools I would need for survival in the modern world. So that would include education, technical skills, financial planning, developing my health, and continuing to make sure I tried my best to stay healthy, and finally thinking about even all the way up to death and retirement, and how to have as best of a plan for the end, which at 16 years old is a little bit excessive, but unfortunately, because of the environment that I grew up in, that's the way my mind began to structure itself, and why I do consider myself now to be a hyper-independent person, for better or worse. Alright, Capriottis, we have arrived. Don't forget to ring the bell. If you don't, you're a bad person. I rang the doorbell, everybody. Don't worry, I did ring it. We're gonna be going 3 miles, 8 minutes to the next drop off. It's the Panda order. Meet at door. It is a house. No. It is a, I think it's a hotel. Ring buzzer. A nurse will let you in. Go to the elevator to the 2nd floor. Room such and such. Looks like we're gonna be going to a nursing care facility. I've been racking my brain trying to think about the layout of this particular place I'm going to, and it doesn't ring a bell. There's nothing coming in. It does say back door, so they must want me to enter through the back door. I've got a room number. Ring a buzzer. A nurse will let you in. I must have never gone to this place before because I remember going to a medical building near this Dollar Tree, but there was no buzzer to ring. There was no nurse that let me in. Oh. Okay, I know where this is. I know what this is now. Now it's ringing a bell. This is actually a nursing home that I actually had family at for many years. Now it's coming back to me why this seems so fuzzy. And it's because normally I don't deliver there very often, and if I do, I just leave it at the front door. Now it's making sense. Okay, I know where we're going. This is going to be complicated. I have never been here before, and I was going in circles around the whole perimeter. You know where room? All right, thank you. Hello. I have your Panda order.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Yes.
That customer couldn't have done a worse job explaining how to get to their door. The next one's going to be from Uber Eats. It's the last one. We're going to go to Archie's Thai, and then we're going to go to Jack in the Box. I'm going to get $21.02 for 9.3 miles. The problem with that drop off was the customer's instructions were very murky at best. They put back door was the name of the facility, and the facility was not called back door, but I interpreted that as the entrance to where you get in, where you buzz for the nurse, is at the back of the building. So I went to the back of the building, and of course there's no entrance back there. There was just a brick wall. So they messaged me while I was trying to deliver, asking me if I had arrived yet, and I said yes. I parked in the back is what I told them. And then I just started walking around the building like it was an apartment building, looking for an entrance. The door was unlocked, so I didn't have to contact the nurse to be let in. But I got turned around trying to find the elevator. So I had to ask somebody where the elevator was. And they let me know where the elevator was. And then I finally made it to the customer. Once I pick up these 2 orders, I'm going to be traveling very far north of where I'm at now. And the app is sending me some fair offers as add-ons, but I'm rejecting them because of the time. It's already 12:30, and I really don't want to work past 1 o'clock, so I'm declining them. But of course, if something juicy comes in, or something that's a drop-off that's along the way and doesn't take me even further north, then I'll go ahead and take it. Okay, it was ready to go. Oh no. Scan the QR code. Scan the QR code. Check mark. Complete the pickup. Complete the pickup. Dear God. Complete the pickup. Next up is going to be Jack in the Box. 6 minutes. 3-mile drive. I hit the stop accepting new requests on the app. I really want to wrap things up at this point. I'm starting to lose the energy. So I figure I'll be done with this one at 1 o'clock. And it's going to be a long drive to get back. So I probably won't get back home until almost 1:30 is my guess. I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. I don't think I'm going to do any delivering tomorrow. I have some tax filing I have to do for some family members, so I'm going to focus on that. have some good news. This delivery is for just one, both orders are just for one customer. So I only have one drop and I'll be done. We're going to be traveling 14 minutes, 5 miles, going to a house. It's a meet at the door. No problems with the pickup and Jack in the Box. The customer only ordered a sourdough jack. So just one sandwich. And now we got to just make that long drive all the way up. So 5 miles from here, all the way up north, drop it off, and then it's going to be probably about 8 miles back, all on the street, to get back home. It looks like I'm going to easily hit the $40 goal for today, so there's some good news. Ordered a new memory card for my dash camera. The card that I'm currently using is having problems. It's kind of an old card. I think I've had it probably about maybe 3 years, 2 to 3 years. And I guess it's been written over so many times that it's wearing out. And this particular model of dash camera, it doesn't just record me and the road, it also records what's going on in the rear view from the back window. So that's 3 videos that are being recorded simultaneously. So that's the file sizes are huge. And so I'm constantly I think I'm constantly just writing and rewriting over on this memory card. Everybody, hooray! Come on, Archie. Jack. Customer did not answer the door. I'm not going to stand in front of their door for 8 minutes waiting for somebody to answer. just so I can take a picture. Either they're gonna pay up or they're not gonna pay up. It's gonna be one or the other. And the app says if you wait the 8 minutes, then it will allow you to take a picture. And I myself, as a general rule, don't wait the time that they say. I just leave it. And I figure as long as I'm 100% sure that's the door, and I've sent the message to the customer letting them know I'm leaving it at the door, that's good enough for me. Back home, I'm very close. I put about 40 miles on the car, averaging 63 miles to the gallon. So that means I probably spent maybe $1.75, $2 on gasoline today. So very cheap to drive this car for gas. And it was a good day. I did hit the $40 mark, which is good. And I'm just tired now. I should be home. It's right now, it's like 1:07, so I should be home probably by, I guess, 1:15, I think, at the very latest. Lights, give or take a red light or two. And I'm just glad I'm going to take tomorrow off because I think I've been doing this too many days in a row now. Sometimes I go 7 days a week on this job, and it's just too much. I really need to take at least one day off. So anyway, that's going to do it. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you like to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. If you want to share it, hit the shared button. If you want to hype it, hit the hype button. And if you want to comment, put some comments in there. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.